Hey there, good morning, and thanks for tuning in to this special edition of HISD Now. I'm Trey Serna. We're coming on this morning to announce some exciting news. HISD is seeing incredible gains on early end of course STAAR results. We're talking big jumps in core subjects. Here to break it all down for us in the studio this morning is Superintendent Mike Miles.
Hey, thank you, Trey. Yes, great news indeed. Now we're ending the second year of the intervention, and since the beginning, the job is to provide the best quality education for every student in this district. Now that means different things to different kids, but to families. But at a minimum, it means, can we get our kids to read better or at grade level, read math or do math better and do science better and at grade level? That's the job, and one way to measure that, to tell whether the students are reading better, is through the STAAR exam. That's the state exams. And so the state has two sets of exams. One is for high schoolers. We call those the end of course exams in U.S. history, biology, English 1, English 2, and algebra 1. That's the end of course exam. And then of course we had the 3rd through 8th grade reading, math, and science exams. All of those are the STAAR exams. Today, the news I have is for the high schoolers, the end of course exams for kids who took algebra, biology, English 1, English 2, and history. And before I get into the actual data, I just got to say, students, you're awesome. I know many of you may already be on your vacation, may not be watching this live, but that's okay. If I was there, I would give you a high five because you are awesome and unstoppable, and your results are incredible. Let me show you what the results are. So in every exam at high school, we did better than last year, and not just better, better than any other large district, I'm sure, just like last year. What's good for a district? A growth of 2 or 3 points would be great. In algebra, and take a look at this, we were at 38% meets or master. What that means, parents, is that a student can do algebra at grade level. That's what meets and master means. So it's a proficiency indicator. Anyway, we were 38% of our kids who took that exam last year were at meets and master. 1 year later, 51%. That's 13 percentage point increase. I don't think that's ever been done. We'll check with the state, but that is incredible growth. Biology, similarly, 9 points. I said 2 or 3 points is good, so we did well in English 1 also, English 2 at 3 points, and U.S. history, 4-point growth. So 1 year later, much improved achievement. Great job, high schoolers and students who took the Algebra 1 test. Now, 1 year is great. We add that 1 year improvement to last year's improvement, and we get 2 years of improvement. Take a look at this. For example, check out algebra. Before the intervention started, our students were at 34% meets or masters, so 34% were at grade level in algebra. We improved last year, yes, that was good. Now we're at 51%, that's a 17% growth in achievement. Biology, you can see even better. English 1 did well at 5 points improvement over 2 years, 8 points in English 2 over 2 years, and 4 points in U.S. history over 2 years. Those are remarkable scores, and once again, we got to thank our students for all the work they did, our teachers and our principals. One thing before I talk a little bit more about their success, when I started 2 years ago, I said we would go after the state average. When we started 2 years ago, in every single exam, HISD was below the state average in proficiency. Below in every single exam, not by a little bit. We were behind 7 or 8 points. Well, you saw there in the Algebra 1, for example, we were 11 points behind, I believe. So I said we would go after the state average first and then the national average. Well, check this out. As a result of the work that the students have done over the last 2 years, we are above the state average in Algebra 1. We were in 22-23, which is the year before I started, we were 11 points behind, and now we're 4 points ahead. We closed that gap in just 2 years. That's incredible. Again, I don't think that's ever been done. We'll check with the state, but it's an incredible news for our students. We also closed the gap in biology, and in the other high school grades, we're close, or high school subjects, we're close to closing the gap. And that is a remarkable success. Can't wait for the STAAR results for 3rd through 8th grade. The preliminary ones we'll give you next week, and they'll also show that we're closing that gap. Again, this doesn't happen by accident. This doesn't happen by magic. This is because our students are applying themselves, and the teachers have stepped up and are really applying great effective strategies to help our kids learn. Thank you, teachers. I know it's been tough, but you've stepped up and you're changing lives. The STAAR exam is just a number, true, but what's really important here is that more kids can read at grade level. More kids can do math at grade level, especially Algebra 1. We're setting them up for success. You're setting them up for success. And you're changing their trajectory so that they can succeed in a year 2035 environment. That's what's happening here. Thank you, principals, too. I know you coach, you provide feedback, and you're doing a great job, too. These scores show that you're working hard, the teachers are working hard, and mostly our students are just knocking it out of the park. And I want everybody, please, to congratulate our kids, congratulate our teachers, and congratulate our principals. Next week, we'll have the 3rd through 8th grade STAAR results in math, reading, and science. And I can already tell you those scores are, the preliminary results look really good. We're also going to beat the state average in several of those exams. So stay tuned. Thank you for your time today.